Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're talking about something I think probably resonates with a lot of you listening, that constant juggle, right?
Well,
The little voice of self-doubt, maybe.
Right.
Or just feeling totally swamped while you're trying to build something you really care about. Could be a business, a creative thing, even just, a strong family life.
Absolutely. That feeling of being stretched too thin.
Exactly. But what if, instead of just managing all that, there was like a real roadmap, something to actually integrate it all, moving from just being overwhelmed to feeling, purposeful.
That's exactly what we're digging into today. We're looking at the Future You program, and it's more than just a course, really. It feels like a journey.
Okay.
Designed specifically for purpose-driven parents and entrepreneurs. So our goal today is to unpack it, explore how it aims to guide people towards what they call purposeful sovereignty.
Purposeful sovereignty. Okay, what does that actually mean in practice?
Well, it's about building a life where, your family, your own well-being, your work ambitions, they all kind of fit together. They harmonize, securing your family's future and helping you build out your own unique vision, what they call your Imagine Land.
Imagine land. I like that. So we'll walk through the different stages, the phases.
Yeah, exactly. We'll look at the phases, see how it's built on some pretty deep ideas, like the biology of belief.
Ah, okay. Heard of that.
Right, and it's all delivered, apparently, with this kind of humble, relatable vibe through this idea of a reluctant hero narrative.
Interesting. So it's not just theory then. We're talking practical steps, tools.
Definitely practical. Steps, unique tools. There's a community aspect, too, which seems key for challenging those, limiting beliefs and actually getting you to do things.
Right, getting unstuck.
Yeah, the idea is you get the knowledge you need pretty quickly and thoroughly. You get those aha moments, hopefully, without feeling like you're drowning in information.
Okay, good. Because info overload is real.
Totally. So this deep dive should give you a clear picture of the whole journey and, how it might help you build that integrated future you're aiming for.
All right, let's get into it. Phase 1, the mindset foundation, reclaiming your inner sovereignty. Sounds pretty fundamental.
It is. The main goal here is that shift, like you said earlier, from being reactive, always putting out fires, to having proactive clarity. An empowered belief system, building that strong inner foundation. And yeah, it's rooted in the biology of belief.
Okay, so the biology of belief, how does that play in? Is it just about thinking positive thoughts?
Well, it's a bit deeper than that. It's about understanding how your perception, your internal state, actually shapes your reality. Like, take gratitude. It's not just a nice feeling.
Right.
Practicing it consistently, literally, starts to rewire your brain. It shifts your thoughts, yes, but also your body's response to stress. It's physiological.
So it actually changes how you react to things on a physical level. Wow.
Exactly. It's like flipping a switch from stress mode to, growth mode. That's the core insight.
That's powerful stuff. And this inner work, it goes deeper still. You mentioned the 7 layers of evolution framework from ShareTree. Tell me about that.
Yeah, this is a really interesting tool. It's designed to help you dig down past the surface stuff, the superficial goals, to find your real why. Think of it like peeling an onion or an archaeological dig. You're trying to get to the absolute core of your motivations.
Beyond just making money or hitting targets.
Way beyond that. And it doesn't shy away from the tough stuff either. It helps you face your shadows, those fears, insecurities, the things we usually try to ignore.
The stuff that holds us back.
Exactly. The stuff that often blocks us without us even realizing it. For that reluctant hero figure we mentioned, this is where they start figuring out what truly drives them. Might be a bit uncomfortable, but it's crucial.
Yeah, sounds like essential self-awareness. Okay, so once you've done that digging, then you create your massive transformative purpose, your MTP.
That's it, your MTP. It becomes your North Star, basically. The guiding principle for, everything. Life decisions, business decisions.
And there's even AI support for refining the language with Kai AI.
Yeah, just to help you articulate it clearly and make sure it really lands and resonates with you.
Okay, but what about bumps in the road? Past failures, setbacks, we all have them.
Right, and that's where the success loop comes in. This is often a real aha moment for people.
How so?
It teaches you to reframe those failures or, hard realizations. They're not dead ends, they're just data.
Feedback.
Precisely. Feedback showing you what didn't work, which actually points you towards what will. It turns stuff you might regret into, like, actionable intelligence. Directly fights those limiting beliefs that say, I failed, so I can't succeed.
I like that. Turning setbacks into signposts. Okay, and practically speaking, what's a key takeaway action from this phase?
A big one is the power of elimination, which sounds simple, but
It's hard, though, especially for busy parents or entrepreneurs. We feel like we have to do everything. How do you actually apply automate, delegate, or eliminate? What's the block?
that's a great point. The biggest block is often emotional, isn't it? We get attached to tasks, even draining ones. Or we fear losing control if we delegate.
Totally.
So the program tackles this by first getting you crystal clear on your MTP, your North Star. Once that's sharp, it's easier to ask, does doing this really serve my highest purpose?
Right. If not?
If not, it's a candidate for elimination, delegation, or automation. They give you tools like the one big thing to break down your biggest problem, your dragon, into smaller, manageable steps.
Slaying your dragon.
Yeah. And you finish the phase using the wrap-up tool to solidify what you've learned and commit to your top 3 actions. It makes letting go feel empowering, not scary.
So for you listening, this first phase is really about rebuilding from the inside out. Aligning your beliefs, your thoughts with your actual purpose. Getting that solid core, like our reluctant hero finding their compass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which leads perfectly into phase 2, the foundations building your sovereign business and purpose-driven platform.
Okay, so taking that inner clarity and making it real, tangible.
Precisely. Translating the inner work into an actual business concept or a platform where purpose meets the pavement, you could say.
Right. And it starts with finding your superpower and a blue ocean niche. What does that mean here?
It means looking at your unique experiences your whole life, the weird detours, the passions, the struggles, and seeing those as your biggest asset.
Not trying to be someone else or fit a mold.
Not at all. It challenges that idea that you need some traditional expert background. It's about what makes you, you. That's your unique value proposition.
I like that. Leverage your own story.
Then, from that place, you brainstorm ideas for your core offer, and the program really pushes you to prioritize ruthlessly, focus on one great idea.
Instead of chasing shiny objects.
Exactly, which is huge for preventing overwhelm and actually making an impact. Get one thing right first. Singular focus.
Makes sense. And it mentions using the collective genius of a purpose-driven tribe. How does that work?
Through things like the Spotlight tool in group sessions, you basically put your idea or challenge out there and the group helps you refine it, troubleshoot. It works for existing businesses too, not just startups.
So tapping into shared wisdom.
Yeah, and accountability.
Yeah.
It's not just advice, it's support.
Okay. And there's a surprising tactical bit called the Dream 100.
Yeah, this one's interesting. It's not just old school networking. It's about strategically identifying maybe 100 key people, potential partners, mentors, clients, whatever, and building genuine connections with them before you need anything.
Building relationships first, proactively.
Exactly. Authentic connections, creating a supportive ecosystem around your vision long term.
That's smart. And for our listeners down under, there's something specific. The Australian Navigator Hub.
Yes, this is a new and I think really valuable addition. It provides clear, practical guides for navigating Australian systems, Centrelink, childcare subsidies, government grants, business support networks.
Wow, that could save so much time and headache.
Huge. It's designed specifically to cut through that local overwhelm Aussie parents often face when starting or growing something.
Fantastic. Okay, what else in phase 2? Crafting an irresistible offer.
Right. This involves identifying your needle movers, the things you do that create the most impact and structuring partnerships that are win-win. They use something called the negotiation tool.
Based on empathy, you said.
Yeah, empathy and mutual benefit. Not adversarial, but synergistic.
Yeah.
How can we both win here?
So for you listening, phase 2 is where the rubber meets the road, taking your purpose and turning it into a real viable offering with support, strategy, and even localized resources, getting you ready for impact.
And then comes phase 3, the growth engine, scaling your impact and automating your imagined land.
Okay, growth engine. Sounds like shifting gears.
Definitely. Moving from just building the foundation to actually scaling things up strategically, using simple systems, automation, and yes, AI to free up time and amplify your impact.
Simple systems. I like the sound of that. Mentions simple dashboards.
Yeah, the idea is to ditch those complicated, overwhelming reports. Instead, you track just 2 or 3 key metrics. That's it.
Really? Only 2 or 3?
Yeah, the argument is you get more clarity and actually better results that way. It challenges the idea that more data always equals more control. Sometimes it's just noise.
Okay, simplifying to amplify, I get it. And AI comes in here too.
Yeah.
AI is ally.
Yes, and this is a really important focus now. They tackle the fear and skepticism around AI head on.
Which is definitely out there.
For sure. They show how simple, ethical AI tools like, say, content repurposers or scheduling assistants can be massive time savers, especially for busy parents. They're allies, not replacements.
Yeah, and they have this no right rule for their Kai AI assistant. What's that about? Does it slow things down?
That's a fair question. The no right rule means the AI won't just write original content for you from scratch. It ensures your creativity, your voice, your authenticity stays central.
Okay, so it assists, it doesn't originate.
Exactly. It can repurpose your stuff, generate variations based on your ideas, help with outlines, research. It speeds things up massively, but the core message, the soul of it, remains human. It's about leveraging AI smartly without losing yourself. Builds more trust long-term, actually.
That makes sense. Smart leverage, which ties into the freedom of leverage concept.
Precisely. This phase teaches you to grow by accessing things you don't necessarily own. Think co-working spaces instead of long leases, freelancers instead of full-time hires initially.
Keeping things lean and agile.
Right. They have a lean operations checklist for this. It reduces risk, especially when you're scaling up. Super valuable.
And for those building communities, taking it from a community to a movement.
Yeah, it looks at scaling that tribe aspect.
Yeah.
And explores different collaborative models, like the slicing pie model.
Slicing pie.
It's a dynamic way to handle equity. Basically, it ensures that early contributors get a fair share based on the actual value they bring over time, even before there's profit. It's designed to be really fair and prevent future disputes.
Interesting. Very collaborative. So phase 3 for the listener is about working smarter, definitely not harder, using tools, strategy, leverage to get your time back, reduce stress, and really scale your impact without burning out, building the engine for your imagined land.
Exactly. Which brings us to the final stretch, phases 4, 5, and 6. These are about the ripple of impact, community amplification, and sustained sovereignty, living your imagined land and legacy.
Okay, this sounds big picture. Legacy, ripple effect.
It really is. The objectives here are broad. Scaling your positive impact, yes, but also building something lasting, a legacy, truly living in your imagined land, inspiring others, especially the next generation, and doing it all sustainably with this mindset of generative abundance.
Generative abundance, okay.
Yeah.
Let's break that down. Starts with a legacy blueprint.
Yeah. Thinking consciously about how your vision, your imagined land, will benefit people beyond just you, future generations, your community. What's the enduring impact?
Thinking beyond your own lifetime.
And cultivating the sovereign leader's mindset. This is about consistent action aligned with your values, rather than getting stuck trying to be perfect.
Letting go of perfectionism. Crucial.
It's huge. And seeing your imagined land not as some fixed destination you arrive at, but as something that evolves with you. Constant growth, ethical impact, especially thinking about how you use powerful tools like AI responsibly.
Right. Now, there's a new focus in phase 5 specifically for parents, family as a team.
Yes. This is super interesting and practical. It gets into actual ways to involve your kids in your entrepreneurial journey.
How so? Like giving them jobs?
Could be simple tasks, sure, depending on age, but also brainstorming together, letting them see you solve problems, making them feel part of it, not like the business is something separate that takes you away.
Co-creating the family's future together.
Exactly. Transforming the family unit into a collaborative team working towards that shared imagined land.
And flipping the script even further. Children as leaders and teachers. What's that about?
This is a fantastic insight, I think. Recognizing that kids, with their natural curiosity and often their digital native skills, they can teach us.
How?
Maybe about new tech. The program mentions things like NFTs for creatives as an example, where kids might intuitively grasp it faster, or innovative ways to build community online. Fresh perspectives. It builds mutual respect. They're not just kids to be managed, they're contributors.
That's a really powerful reframe for family dynamics. Love that. Okay, and for creatives listening, there's something new for them too. Monetizing impact and creative flow.
Yes, addressing that perennial challenge for artists and creatives, stable income. It explores models beyond just selling pieces, things like community-funded projects, value-based pricing.
Moving beyond the starving artist trope.
Hopefully. And it looks at things like NFTs and digital collectibles, but from an ethical community-building angle. How can these tools help artists connect directly with their audience and monetize sustainably?
Giving creators more control.
Okay.
And the overall philosophy, wrapping up these later phases, is generative abundance.
Right. This isn't just about donating profits after the fact. It's about baking social impact into the business model itself, like the charity as a service idea from ShareTree.
So your business success inherently creates positive social outcomes.
Exactly. It's a win-win. Business growth fuels positive impact, creating this upward spiral, this ripple effect.
So these final phases, for you, the listener, are about elevating your journey. It's not just about your own success anymore. It's about creating that wider, multi-generational impact, living a life of real purpose, integrity, and that generative abundance, building a true legacy.
Yeah, when you look at it all together, it's a really comprehensive, deeply integrated path they've mapped out. The Future You program seems designed to take you from that very real place of overwhelm, maybe self-doubt, to the state of purposeful sovereignty, helping you build that integrated life where family, well-being, ambition, it all works together, while you're actively building and living in your evolving Imagine land.
And it sounds like it's grounded in practicality, not just feel-good ideas, but actual steps. Tools that Australia Navigator Hub, the AI automation for parents, and the community support, the purpose-driven tribe.
Definitely. This support seems crucial. It's a journey that encourages humility, facing those shadows, but ultimately about redefining success on your own terms and inspiring your kids along the way as you co-create that future.
So if you're listening and you're one of those purpose-driven parents or entrepreneurs, maybe you've been doing that juggling act, feeling a bit isolated, wrestling with a big vision.
This might be worth exploring. Consider it an invitation, maybe.
Yeah. So the question to leave you with is, what unique Imagine land are you truly ready to build? Not just for you right now, but as something lasting, a legacy for the future. That path really opens up the moment you decide to take that first step, doesn't it?